Hi, hello all. I'm your Bensi ma'am here. Today we are going to learn a new lesson. Shall we start? Earth, the Desolated Home. So, today we are going to learn a lesson about imaginary Earth in 2068, that is, future times. So, how will Earth be? Where will the people who live now will live at that time? What all the changes that happen in the future? Okay, this is an imaginary story. So, shall we start? Earth, the Desolate Home. So, in this title itself, we can understand the earth. Earth is the place which we live right now. Think of we are destroying it and making it empty without nothing left over in earth. How it will be? Let's begin. The lesson begins like this. It was the year 2068. Human had destroyed the earth. Human have in this 2068 all the humans have destroyed the earth and started colonizing the red planet Mars. So after polluting and destroying earth, they have settled and gone to Mars, that is red planet. You know all the planets now. In that we find a space for humans to live and go to Mars. Mars is in red color, so we call it as red planet Mars. India established three colonies. So in Asia, India is a small country. So the people from India have gone there to Mars and made some colonies. In that, there are three colonies in Mars. Arivumati's family lived in one such colony. This is the protagonist of this lesson. Okay. Arivumati is the girl who lives in one such colony. On her birthday, her grandfather traveled more than 1500 kilometers to meet her. When he reached, he saw her sleeping in her capsule. So, today is Arivumati's birthday. So, her grandfather had traveled almost 1500 kilometers to meet Arivumati on her birthday. When he reached, he saw her sleeping in a capsule. What is meant by capsule? Right now, we are sleeping in a bed. Okay, very cozy, nice sleep. Yes. In 2068, we may sleep in a capsule. We need an oxygen cylinder and everything. So, capsule is nothing but a container or a space. We try to sleep there. We try to rest there. Okay. You would have seen in Avatar movie and now too in Tamil Tik Tik movies. So in these movies they'll show capsule, no, that those capsule we all will sleep. Like that Arivumati is sleeping in such capsule. He said, "Wake up, Arivu." Arivumati was surprised. When someone comes on a birthday, how will we feel? We'll feel happy. Even Arivumati feels happy seeing her grandfather. Grandfather, Grandpa, when did you come? I was thinking that you won't be coming on my birthday. Actually, what happens here? Ariyamadi was surprised seeing her grandfather. When did he come? So she's asking, when did you come, Grandpa? It was I was been thinking that you would not come for my birthday. So she thought that he would not reach on her birthday because he's been traveling for almost 1,500 kilometers. He lied. Don't you know about the dusty storm of Mars? Nowadays in Earth we have heavy rainfall, flood, and same way, even in Mars there is a dusty storm. When you have a dusty storm, you can't travel. So the grandfather is saying that, don't you know about the dusty storm on Mars? Sometimes it may last for a month. So dusty storm lasts means they cannot travel. So grandfather is saying it may last for a month, but this time it did not last. So he somehow tried to travel fast and come to Arivumati's house. So I was on time. So he came to Arivamadi's birthday on time. It was, it still took me 3 souls to reach here. What is mean by 3 souls to reach here? It is nothing but he had been he had been staying in Mars for many years. So what is mean by soul? Soul is nothing but in 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 the earth we calculate one day as 24 hours as calculated as one day. As same way in Mars when we stay there, 3 souls is 3 days. That is nothing but the timing increases in the Mars. 24 hours 30 minutes and 15 seconds. So this is one day for them in Mars. So it has been he has been traveling for 3 long days in to reach her house. Now come on, let's not waste the time. We will go to harvest the vegetable hub for vegetables. He's calling his granddaughter. Who's calling? The grandpa of Arivamadi is calling, and both are going for vegetation hub. That is nothing but where the place where the vegetable they grow in Mars. In the hub he saw, these carrots are not tasty anymore like the ones I ate in childhood. The grandfather is saying that these carrots are not tasty like ones he ate in his childhood. Arivamadi asked, she asked, why do you say so, Grandpa? The grandfather explained, the vegetables we grow here are not tasty like the ones on earth. So grandfather is saying that what all the vegetables that we grow in Mars is not as tasty as on earth. It is because Arivamadi will realize. I really wish that you have tasted the carrots from earth. Arivamadi asked eagerly. How did they grow the crops and vegetable on earth? Actually, what grandfather is explaining is, you would have tasted when we go for some restaurants, we'll also suggest some of friends to visit that restaurant. Why? Because we like the taste of that restaurant. Same way, grandfather is saying the vegetable that grown on earth is very tasty. So you should also eat. You should have tasted those vegetables from earth. And how are they, Arivamadi is asking how they grow the vegetables on earth. So that now grandpa replies. Now the grandpa was sad, like he missed the earth. He said, the earth had fertile soil, so the fruits and vegetable grown were healthy and tasty. She said, but I learnt that humans used chemical fertilizers and polluted the soil. Here now get unpolluted food and water. Is it correct? So grandfather is missing the earth where he lived in the past times. Earlier he was living on earth. He is saying that whatever we grow on fertile soil, vegetable fruits grow healthy and tasty. She says, what is Arivamadi saying? But we humans have polluted the earth and we use chemical fertilizers for the soil. But in Mars, we don't pollute food and water. She is asking to grandfather. So why don't you like Mars? The grandfather laughed. Already I told these fruits and vegetables waters are not the same as in the earth. Our grandfather is saying these foods and vegetables and waters are not the same in earth. What they have right now is not same. They are not real, Arivamadi exclaimed. What? Even the water? He said. Of course. In the Mars, we get water from the burning fuels. Yes, when in the Mars they burn the fuel to get energy and somehow they get water from it. And the same way he's saying that it is not tasty. On earth we used to get the water from the rain. In on earth we get water from the rain, and it was natural, and it was for free. Yes or no? Are we buying water from the rain? No, it is nature's gift. So, Arivamadi's grandfather is explaining all about water, rain, food. She said, Grandpa, enough. Enough of your stories about Earth. I know that life there was easy, but here survival is very difficult. He replied, yes, my dear. Adapting to Mars is difficult. What is happening here? The grandfather is explaining that the Earth life is easy, but the here Arivamati is saying it is difficult to survive in Mars. He replies, what is the grandfather saying? Adopting to we adopt to some new place means it's very difficult. No, same way the grandfather is finding difficult to adjust to the new place, that is Mars. Today we are fighting for the things which we got easily. Yes or no? Earlier days water was free of cost. Now we get a water bottle by paying some money. Yes or no? So in the future also we fight for things like how we did earlier. He continues, in Earth, you did not need a spacesuit or an oxygen cylinder. Also, the year is longer here. Arivu said, yes, Grandpa, in 80. He actually, what happens, he's saying that you can walk easily without any spacesuit or oxygen cylinder. They always had to carry these things to survive there, to live there. Okay. And also Arivamadi says that even the years are longer here. What is this defines? Next paragraph they explain it detail. Mars 687 days makes a year. 687 days, that is the earth revolves in 365 days, so only in leap year one day extra, 366. So when it comes to Mars, it takes a longer time to revolve around the sun. So 1 year is calculated to 687 days. Ha ha ha. You would be 18 years old on earth right now. So double the age. So the grandfather is smiling and saying to Arivamadi that she'll be 18 on earth, because time and dates are different here. Grandpa thought to himself, we destroyed our home, the home that nature had offered us. Now we are trying to make this our home. Actually, grandfather is consoling for himself that in the right now, that is 2000, we are in 2020. He is thinking, he is living in the year of 2068. So he is thinking about the past days that people had destroyed the home, that is earth, that nature has given. But now we are trying to compensate with Mars by living and making it as our home. Arivamadi looks at him and said, don't worry, Grandpa. The scientists are trying to terraform the Mars. What does mean by terraform? Changing to make the place to live for the human beings. So they are trying to adjust and make some arrangements for people to live on Mars, he said. True, but nothing can be the earth. The earth is our home. He's saying that nothing will be equivalent to our home on earth. Ha! Let's leave this from now, and today we should celebrate. Today, why are they celebrating? Arivamadi's birthday. Everyone are celebrating today. So let's leave this topic right now. What do you think from this lesson? How are we destroying the earth right now? What will be our future? These are the questions that comes to our mind when we read this lesson. In future, we may live like this so. Like nowadays, we are wearing mask. We are doing some extra fittings to survive on earth. Same way, we are polluting and using all the chemicals and polluting the whole world. What action destroyed the earth? How will you change it? This is the question for your kids. You have to think about it and make some good changes on earth. Thank you.